Okay, so welcome back, people. Anybody who's been watching. So I went a little blueberry crazy. So interesting story. I of course follow a lot of other channels and other things, and I saw that crazy 24 um, new Gibson finish of the standards unboxing from Trogly, and I didn't know that they came back out with uh, Blueberry Burst in the standard 50s and 60s. So naturally, I had to have it because it's awesome, and I got a really nice one. I really did. I got a really deep flame, very quilty, a lot of purple, nice amount of purple going on here. And they'll never show up in the camera, but I got a really good back too. That's really hard to see because it's a nice dark blue, but really nice black. So, uh, picked one up, brand new. Pay it off for the next couple of months, or come up with a couple of different, um, I got a couple of things I might sell that I'm kind of over, so whatever. Either way, doesn't matter. Had to have it right after I buy it. I swear, right after I buy it, and now, I mean, I know my guitars pretty well. A local deal comes up for a guitar that I didn't know existed. The Gibson SG Modern in Blueberry Burst. Um, I don't know how I didn't know that this existed. I knew about the SG Modern, but I only ever really saw the Trans Blacks. And yes, I know this came out initially with the initial run. These are the two finishes: um, the flame top and the trans ebony, and the or trans black, whatever they call it, and the blueberry. And I said to myself, this came up in my local market. I got it for a stupid good deal. I don't even want to discuss that, but picked it up, picked up a few other guitars. Uh, Sold for, bought 5 guitars, sold 4, kept 1. Um, so I ended up going from no blueberries to 2 blueberries because you know, pretty sick in the head like that. But I want to discuss 2 things. Um, First is the Les Paul Standard 50s is everything a standard 50s is. There's not going to be any surprises here. Um, it's great. I love it. I picked a heavier one because I wanted the top. I personally don't care about weight. Um, a half a pound, more or less, whatever. It's just going to be there. So, um, it's a little bit, a tiny bit of just the wow factor, just the finish factor, just the fact that, from what I recall, most of these were done in the Les Paul Classics with the Blueberry Fade. Um, and I know they did a couple of standards in 2014 or 17, one of those 2 years from what I remember. So anyway, I had to let go of my Gibson Custom Shop Gold Top, the 50, the R6. I wasn't happy about that. And before that, I had a standard 50s Gold Top. Let go of that, blah, blah, blah. I had my Gold Top fun. As much as I love the Gold Tops, I want to get one day. Had to get the Blueberry. So, but what really surprised me, actually, is this guitar. For a few reasons, okay? There's a few things that I absolutely love. Actually, there's a lot of things I love, and there's one thing that I absolutely hate. Oh, and I hate to even bring it up, but the Les Paul, the SG Modern is a really cool guitar. Okay, the 24 frets, that's okay. They're there. Those extra 2 frets, maybe not. The pickups, they sound great. The push pulls, I probably won't use them. The flame tops. What's really cool about these two is actually, it's really going to be hard and probably impossible to see, but you can see this. There's like a 50-50 sandwich going on here, where you can clearly see when you hold it. Oh, jeez, as I bang it, the the maple top and the mahogany back, and it's really it's a really cool thing. Oh, hello, first ding. Thanks. Um, Another thing I absolutely love about it is the ebony board and the real mother of pearl inlays. Man, you forget how good real mother of pearl is because you just don't get it that often, especially in big chunks like this. It really dances in the light. Obviously, the Les Paul just has the acrylics. Sometimes you get better or worse acrylics. I got run of the mill, nothing too special. I actually like the Mini Grover tuners a lot. I don't know, they just feel kind of different and cool on this. Also, for mine, it's not very neck divey, to be honest with you. It seems to have a decent, when I get it in the right, it holds pretty well, and I'm not like moving it one way or the other. It, I'm not sure what's doing that, but it's pretty decent. Definitely way better than my SG Raven. Um, the asymmetrical neck, I can't feel it that much. A lot of people tend to have a complaint about it being too thin on the bottom. I don't know. I personally can't notice it. And of course, once you play something for a long enough period, you're really not going to notice it, in my opinion. But again, there are a lot of people who are a lot more picky than me. I'm just not that picky. What I hate is no fret nibs. I hate that they did that on pretty much the most expensive SG in the standard run that you can do. Because guess what? They feel they have a little fret sprout. And those fret nibs can really hide that from season to season. And I don't want to go filing this. I don't want to go filing down these frets. I mean, the binding is perfect. There's barely any tooling marks. So I guess I just have to live with it, and it's not terrible. I mean, it's not bad at all. I've had way worse, but it would definitely fail it would probably get like a 3.5 out of 5 on Philip McKnight's nylon sock test. I think it really would. It's shocking. Now again, time of year. Hopefully going into next spring and summer, it'll correct itself. But I'm not gonna go filing it down. First off, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, it's almost one of those things where like when you're playing, you don't really notice sharp frets. It's only when you just kind of sit here and do this, like you want to notice it because you want everything to be perfect. Because we all want our guitars to be perfect. That's one thing. That's just the one thing that I hate about it. And I really wish they didn't do that. But anyway, I didn't know this existed. If you did, I mean, I would have searched for one of these probably for the last few years instead of paying a premium on an older model. And it fell into my lap, so I got this and I got that. So I went blueberry crazy. This is definitely, the pickups in this sound really good. They're not. I guess they're trying to make them hotter than they are, but they're not as hot as like they're really not as hot as like the SG Raven I have with the ceramic pickups with the 498 and 500T or whatever they are, and my 94 Gibson Studio Light has those same ceramic pickups in there. They're not as hot as that, but they are definitely beefier than the Les Paul Standard 50s. I'd say they're probably actually almost, I think they feel pretty equal to my Les Paul Studio with just the regular 490R and 498T. That's the way they feel to me. They don't slam the game, but they are good, in fact. So let me get the Marshall for a minute. Let's have a little fun. I have a cymbal in the way. Cymbal arm in the way. I have 2 drum sets set up over here because I'm playing drums this Friday with my band instead of guitar. Also, the side plate is pretty cool for the input jack. I don't mind the top. There are a lot of people who hate it. It doesn't bother me. But if I can get this ripping. Playing a lot of drums, so give me I have not been playing a lot of guitar. Let me see if I can get a little more So now let's give it a run against the studio. Which I'm sure is wildly out of tune, but it's okay. We're just gonna sit it somewhere it is. I'm not feeling a huge difference. I just want people to get to know to understand what these pickups are. There's really not many comparisons to them. Because I mean, what are they? It's like a Burstbucker Plus, Lead Plus, something like that. Feels the same to me. It feels completely the same to me. So very similar to the very similar to those pickups. Now of course the standard 50s. I mean, you know what it's gonna sound like, but actually, you know what? Let me do the same thing. Let me put it in the Marshall for a minute. I know this is gonna be these are much more PAF sounding pickups. Definitely, they're not gonna be nearly as high gain. I mean the Marshall's going to make it as gainy as it can, but they're going to be, they're not going to feel like that. I can tell too, because if I just roll the volume down just a little. More, they go right into that. They just fall right into that vintage sounding PAF. and bring it back to full gain. They're much more clear, they're much clearer, much clearer. So, different guitars, different sounds, obviously, but this is cool, you know. I do feel like this is clearer. I do feel like it's a lot clearer, actually. I want to give it one more test and we'll finish up the video. See if it's in my head or not. Yeah, I feel like it's a lot clearer. Yeah, alright, so anyway, yeah, definitely clearer. These are definitely trying to hit the amp harder, so, you know. Cool guitars. Another thing actually I don't like about this is I still like the classic tan case. It comes in the new black cases that like the new Gibson acoustics are coming in, or you know, they're more modern versions. My J45 Studio has the same black case. I still like the tan, whatever, that's my thing. But it's just such classic Gibson to me. So, but the black cases are cool. So whatever, I've got one of each, and if you're hardcore into the blueberry burst like I am, you know, I've picked up two, and I think they're both great. I got really great tops, and yeah, I went a little blueberry crazy by accident. So no, these aren't for sale. They're just cool. I wanted them. I have no intentions on getting rid of either of these guitars. And boy, I think in 2 weeks I have my next gig after the drum gig. I think I'm gonna play the SG. I think I'm gonna do the SG for the whole gig. I'm not worried about the weight on this. Just I have we're doing a later gig. It's gonna have a lot more modern stuff. I want to see how far I can get this to go. I mean, I'm gonna have to play everything from Chris Stapleton to Fall Out Boy, but so that's gonna be interesting to see if I can pull off maybe this. It's not a single coil; it's a coil tap. I learned that, so I'm hoping I can get just a tad bit of a single coil sound out of that for that country song. But anyway, you know, great guitars, cool guitars. Blueberry happiness. He gets so tired of the same finishes. I do anyway. Enough sunbursts, enough natural, enough black, enough white. Something totally different. So anyway, you know, thanks for checking. You know, if you have any questions or comments, or if you have one of these, you know, drop a comment. Let's have some fun. I've been fortunate. I've only had maybe one person leave kind of a snarky comment, and I just removed it. It was just something like boring video. I'm like, well, then don't watch, man. Don't watch. I'm just doing this for fun, guys. Right? That's all it is. You know, I'd rather meet other musicians. Let's do some deals. You know, I don't care about growing my channel. I don't care about making money off it. Where are the guitar nerds? You know, that's all I'm doing. All right, appreciate it.